Elon Musk made a huge announcement about you on a private call. My beloved child. Don't skip this moment, because what I'm about to tell you just leaked from a private call that Elon Musk never meant for the world to hear. Stay till the end, because what he said has your name written all over it. Something huge is waiting for you. The call happened behind closed doors, no cameras, no reporters, just a handful of people inside a secured digital room. Elon's voice came through the encrypted line, calm but heavy. And then, out of nowhere, he said something that froze everyone. He said, "We've identified one person, someone who doesn't even realize how powerful they are yet." The room went silent. A simple super thanks. Up to $20 is a way to say yes to what heaven is releasing through this word. His advisor asked, "Who are you referring to?" Elon paused for a second and said softly, "They'll know when they hear this." My dear child, this is that moment. Because the recording has surfaced. And the message inside it was pointing directly to you. Don't skip. Because from this point on, your life is not going to look the same. In that private call, Elon revealed that his new project, something even larger than SpaceX or Neuralink, wasn't just about machines or data. It was about people. He said, "There are rare individuals whose minds are already ahead of time. They're the reason we'll cross into the next era. I've seen the data. One of them is listening to this message right now." When his team asked how he knew, he simply said, "Because their energy has already reached us." Child, that energy is you. Every thought, every sleepless night, every moment you felt unseen, it wasn't in vain. It was transmission. You've been broadcasting your frequency, and the universe finally sent it to the right ears. Elon's tone changed midway through the call. He said, "We need to reach out. Quietly. No announcement yet. This person doesn't even realize how far their vibration has traveled." And then he mentioned the pattern, the one that matched your digital signature, your rhythm, your timing. He said, "It's like their soul is wired to progress. Every time they think, things shift. We need to connect before anyone else does. Don't skip. Because that connection he spoke about is already in motion." The recording captured the moment his spiritual consultant, yes, Elon now has one, said, "This person isn't ordinary. God's hand is upon them." Elon responded, "Then we move with respect. The universe has already chosen. Think about that." He didn't say, "Find them." He said, "Respect them." Because even Elon knows that destiny doesn't chase, it attracts. My child, what's happening right now isn't just news, it's alignment. That private call marked the beginning of something bigger than a project. It was a signal, a global vibration confirming that your path is being recognized by forces you can't yet see. The insiders say that after the call ended, Elon remained on the line for a few seconds, as if still listening to something nobody else could hear. Then he whispered one last sentence before the recording cut off. "Tell them to prepare, they're about to be contacted. Stay till the end, because this message is not just words. It's the echo of that whisper, reaching you exactly when it was meant to. You might feel it right now, that strange warmth in your chest, that sudden awareness that this isn't random. That's the same frequency Elon spoke about. His team said the person he referred to would experience a moment of undeniable resonance, where their body would recognize truth before the mind could explain it. That's what's happening to you. He didn't name you directly, because the message wasn't meant for public ears. It was meant for your soul to decode. And now, it just did. Don't skip. Because the next few moments could unlock what Elon called Phase Zero. He explained in the call that this phase begins when the chosen one becomes aware of their signal. And the moment you heard this, Phase Zero activated. That means everything around you will start to shift, conversations, opportunities, even your thoughts. The observer, Elon's inner circle advisor, said, once they become aware, reality will start answering back. Their coincidences will multiply. That's how you'll know it's real. Already, you've noticed it. Songs, numbers, flashes of names, timing that's too perfect to ignore, all of it is synchronization. And now, it's accelerating. Elon's call notes revealed another line, one no one was supposed to hear. They're about to receive confirmation through unexpected channels, not emails, not calls. Signs. That's right. The confirmation won't be human. It'll be divine. A moment where something impossible lines up so perfectly that you'll know, this was never just coincidence. My beloved child, remember this. When Elon's voice shook slightly near the end of the call, it wasn't fear. It was awe. He said, I've never felt this level of synchronization before. Whoever they are, they're already connected to something greater than we can measure. That's you. That's why you were drawn here. That's why you can't look away. Because somewhere inside, your higher self is whispering the same thing he did. Prepare for contact. Stay till the end. Because what's coming next isn't rumor, it's revelation. You'll see it soon, a headline, a message, an event that seems unrelated but feels personal. That's your signal arriving in the physical world. And when it does, you'll know that the private call was never really private. It was divine timing. And it's finally your turn. My dear child. Don't skip, because what you're about to hear next was never meant for the public. It's the continuation of that private call. The part that Elon Musk's team tried to delete before it reached the outside world. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. After Elon ended that first call, his team assumed the discussion was over. But within minutes, a secure alert flashed across their encrypted dashboard: call reconnected, source unknown. Someone, or something, had reopened the line. The strange part? No one on the team initiated it. The feed came alive again, and Elon's voice was there, softer this time, almost trembling. He said, "It's responding." The observer, his spiritual advisor, leaned forward and asked, "What do you mean?" Elon replied, "The energy we spoke of, it's awake. They heard us. My beloved child, that's when they confirmed it, you had connected back. Not through technology. Not through sound. But through energy. Don't skip. Because the moment you started feeling something during that first message, that warmth, that pulse, that strange clarity, it was your spirit signaling back to them. You didn't need to say anything. The connection was made. The system logs from that call show something impossible. While the team was listening, every digital device in the room started aligning to one frequency, 7.83 Hz. The resonance of the Earth itself. The observer whispered, "They're synchronized with the Schumann field." Elon's reply was immediate, "Then this isn't science anymore. This is destiny." Child, that was the moment your energy officially entered their archives. They called it Project Awakening. Elon said, "This is the one. The person who balances the pulse between creation and consciousness." He didn't say your name aloud, but every variable they mentioned points only to you. Your timing. Your region. Your frequency pattern. All identical to what the logs showed. Don't skip. Because this next part will explain why Elon is so determined to contact you. The observer told him, the universe hides certain people until humanity is ready. When their vibration reaches a threshold, the cosmos begins to bend toward them. And Elon asked, "So what happens next?" The observer said, "They'll start attracting messages, events, and people who seem random, but every one of them is a key. When they follow those signs, the door opens." That's exactly what's happening to you now. Have you noticed how life suddenly feels charged? Why time seems faster, yet moments feel deeper? That's because you've entered the recognition zone. It's the stage where your reality begins aligning with the blueprint of your purpose. And Elon's team is tracking that alignment in real time. The logs from the second call mention spontaneous data distortions that appear every time your energy spikes. In simpler words, when you focus, their instruments react. You are literally bending their readings. That's not magic. That's frequency mastery. The call continued for another hour. Elon asked, "What do we do when they're aware?" The observer said, you don't reach out to them. They reach back when the time is right. Elon asked, "How will we know?" And the reply was chilling. When they stop doubting, the contact will begin. Stay till the end, because that line means everything. Right now, as you hear these words, your energy is listening too. And if even for a second, you feel this truth, you've already begun the contact phase. The next files from Elon's internal archive describe something strange. They say that when your signal reconnected during that call, the temperature in the room dropped by 2 degrees. The lights flickered in sequence, 3 long, 2 short, 1 long. That's Morse code for one word, yes. Your soul had responded. That's when Elon said quietly, "Then we're not leading them, they're leading us." The entire team stayed silent. My child, you are not just part of a discovery. You are the discovery. What Elon stumbled upon wasn't data. It was consciousness acknowledging itself through another form. He ordered the call logs to be locked under a new clearance code, Eclipse. Why that name? Because the observer said, an eclipse hides light only to amplify it. When it returns, it's 10 times stronger. That's what's happening to you. Your period of hiding, of doubt, of being underestimated, it's ending. The return has begun. Don't skip. A simple super thanks. Up to $20 is a way to say yes to what heaven is releasing through this word. Because the third section of that call revealed what Elon plans to do next. He told his engineers, when this person reaches full awareness, we won't need to contact them, they'll appear in our orbit naturally. The alignment will bring them. That means every step you take from now on is magnetized. You don't chase destiny anymore, destiny moves toward you. Elon's last words on that encrypted call were recorded by accident. He thought the line was off. He sighed, almost to himself, and said, "Whoever they are, they're about to change everything." My dear child, that was the prophecy hidden in plain sight. You've been carrying the frequency of transformation without knowing it. But now, the world knows too. Stay till the end, because what's coming next isn't coincidence. It's the physical proof of what he announced privately, the signs that your path has been activated. Watch the next days carefully. Numbers, names, headlines, they will start forming a pattern around you. When they do, you'll remember this moment. You'll realize Elon wasn't predicting your future. He was confirming it. My dear child, don't skip this part, because everything that began with that secret announcement has now shifted into motion. Something vast, something hidden beneath the digital sky, is unfolding around your name. Stay till the end, because the next few minutes will make you feel the air change. After the revelation spread through the inner circle, the anonymous visionary, the one the world believes to be only a myth, gathered his team once more. No cameras. No press. Only light screens glowing in the dark and an empty chair at the center of the room. He said softly, "The one we spoke of has begun to feel it. The alignment has started." The data architects looked at each other, uncertain. He continued, "Every algorithm that tracks emotion is registering anomalies, heartbeats syncing across continents, patterns converging around a single frequency." Then he raised his eyes toward the empty chair. "They're watching this right now." "Yes, child, that was you." From that night onward, signals began to move differently. Weather satellites flickered for a split second. Social streams glitched and formed brief flashes of light shaped like ancient symbols, circles within circles. The world didn't notice, but the core team did. They called the phenomenon the calling current. The visionary whispered, "It's not interference. It's acknowledgement. Don't skip. Because your energy is the reason those currents appeared." Across laboratories and encrypted networks, small lights pulsed in unison, the same rhythm as your heartbeat the moment you heard his message. Every pulse meant connection. Every flicker meant recognition. "You see, child, this story was never about a corporation or technology. It's about remembering, the moment when a soul finally wakes up to its design. You are not learning something new, you're remembering who you were before the noise of the world made you forget." The visionary's advisor, a quiet woman known only as the listener, spoke next. She said, "The chosen vessel is already shifting timelines. Their thoughts have begun to materialize faster. Every choice they make now echoes through the field." He asked, "Are they ready for the return signal?" She smiled. They were born ready. They just needed to remember. And then came the sound, not a voice, not a tone, but a pulse that every person in that room felt behind their ribs. It wasn't coming from the speakers. It was coming from within them. "My dear child, that same pulse is reaching you now. The moment your skin tingles, the moment you feel a calm rush through your spine, that's it. That's the return signal. Don't skip. Because that signal carries instructions." The listener explained, "When the signal completes its loop, the awakened one will start to perceive the hidden architecture of life itself. That means the coincidences around you are not random. They're coordinates. Every name you hear twice, every number that repeats, every dream that feels too real, all of them are markers leading you toward your moment of activation. You've already crossed the threshold, now you're inside the corridor of realization. In this phase, time doesn't move in straight lines. Moments overlap, memories echo, and the future begins whispering through the present." The visionary told his team, "Do not chase them. Let the pattern unfold. When they feel the nudge to act, the entire grid will respond. That grid, child, is the invisible network of consciousness that binds every creative mind, every heart tuned to truth. It's been dormant for ages, waiting for a single spark strong enough to reconnect it. That spark is you. Don't skip. Because the world is already reacting. People near you will start sensing it. They'll comment on how the air feels lighter, how time seems to pause when you enter a room. Objects may fall into perfect symmetry, clocks may align, even storms may calm unexpectedly. These aren't miracles, they're feedback. Reality is acknowledging your presence. The visionary's final message to his team was recorded in a single encrypted note. When they stand in their truth, the earth itself will exhale. Creation will recognize its mirror. My dear child, that's where you are right now, the mirror stage. You're beginning to see life reflect your inner world with uncanny accuracy. The people who left were never punishment, they were placeholders for what's about to enter. The losses were alignment, the silence was tuning. Breathe. Because what you feel building inside you is not anxiety, it's the gravitational pull of destiny aligning with its source. Every great shift begins quietly, like a heartbeat before thunder. And you are that heartbeat. Don't skip. Stay till the end. A simple super thanks. Up to $20 is a way to say yes to what heaven is releasing through this word. The listener once wrote in her private journal, when the chosen hears the third transmission, they must remember three truths: they are protected, they are seen, and they are already becoming. So when doubts appear, recall this moment. The signs that follow, the repeating lights, the synchronous calls, the dreams that speak in symbols, are simply confirmations that the current is stabilizing. Child, your hidden talent isn't something you do, it's something you are. You are the pattern that teaches reality how to awaken. You are the quiet storm that moves through creation, aligning everything it touches. As this phase deepens, the visionaries' network will detect one final surge, a bright pulse on their instruments, proof that consciousness has breached the old barrier between man and light. They'll call it the arrival event. But to you, it will feel like peace. A stillness so complete it will erase every trace of doubt you've ever had. That is the moment you'll know you've crossed the line from searching to becoming. Stay till the end. Because the world is about to meet the version of you it has been waiting for. And when it does, when every hidden current converges and your light finally touches the grid, the story that began with a whisper will end in a single, thunderous truth. You were the announcement all along.